Greetings and salutations and welcome to Cornwall EXP. Now we are on a ghost investigation. It's early day, of course, it's not night time. We are at the famous Tehidy Woods, which is haunted with lots of different things apparently, I've heard lots of tales because I've lived locally all of my life, and we are at the North Cliff area here in Tehidy, which was once the estate of Lord Bassett de Dunstanville, who was a mine captain in this area, and apparently he paid very well indeed, and he looked after the miners. He created a hospital in the town where I come from, which is Redroof, and everybody liked him that much they paid for a monument on top of Cornwall to be erected in his honour. So he was alright, Now later on, this estate, after Lord Bassett passed away, and the wealth and the family, I don't know if they passed away, well they obviously passed away, but I don't know if they sold the estate or what, but it became a hospital. And I remember it being a hospital because my grandfather was here, and I do recall it being the hospital, and it was a bit different, very old fashioned, and the ward that he was in was made or erected in the 1930s, I believe, and I actually remember going in there when it was the hospital, which is a connection to kind of today really. Now over the years, because I believe now this is owned by Cornwall Council, over the years there's been a lot of suicides in these woods here, and the last one that I can recall was of a young girl hung herself in these woods, which is bloody terrible. A young life like that, absolutely, I can't understand why they would do it, but it's obviously mental torture, isn't it? I'm not going to say much more on that because obviously the family of the young lady does still live locally. There's been reports of horses galloping around here late at night, and there's been reports of horse and cart sounds, and now in the 1940s this was I don't know if it was occupied, but near here is a decoy bunker for Nanskuk, which is RAF Portreif, which is situated in real terms in that direction. That was a bomber station during the war, and we know that some aircraft crews were killed there. So it's a very, very sad spot. So these woods and this area do hold a lot of mystery, So we're just come out of the woods a bit now. We're right on the very northern part of it, folks. Right, so we're near where the scouts do the camping. I think we'll go down and have a little look. Yeah. So this is North Cliff area in Cornwall. That's a bit wonky. And I remember coming here with the scouts, 5th Redroof, with me mate David Zara, because we was in the scouts together and the ATC, My mate Chris Cook, he was in the Army Cadets, and he used to take the piss out of us and saying that, oh, you're a member of the ass touching corps. He's a comical bloke, he is. I like Chris a lot. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him over 30 years as well, which is amazing. So over in that direction is Camborne, dare I say it, of all places. Being a Redroof boy, I've always got something against Camborne, and I know Camborne boys that have always got something against Redroof boys, and that rivalry is still there today. Now the hills you see, I'll just pan around a minute. I don't know if you can see it or no. It's a bit difficult. Hang on. It's that direction. The hills you see in the background, right in the back, are Godolphin Hill, which is Godolphin Estate area, and one of my friends, James, used to live in that area. It's quite interesting in its own right, but because I'm from this area, I know a lot about this area. What I've learnt, what I've been told by family members and what have you. Very interesting, folks. So I'm going to sign off now. There's going to be some more video in a minute, maybe not on this device, so this will probably be one of the first videos that I upload from the grounds of Tehidy. Anyway, like, comment please, and if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing, because there's going to be a lot more content coming up now about different things, because I've got lots of things on the agenda. See you later. Cheers and gone.